Um. Anyways, let's talk about it, man. I got some articles. I got 3 batches of articles for y'all. And first things first is we're gonna start with Nintendo. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 cartridge will taste like non-GMO organic booty juice. But before we talk about it, I want to open up this section with another edition of Am I Valid? Yo, shout out to Slim Reaper. And in this edition of Am I Valid, we talking about comic books, ladies and gentlemen. I had a couple pickups over the last couple weeks, and I forgot to show them off because people like to see what I be getting. So y'all let me know, nerd shit. Am I valid? Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the 400 people we already got up in here. You're going stupid, showing up right away when you're gonna, you feel me? All right, so the first pickup I got for y'all, I got Marvel Rivals #1. For those unaware, there is a story to the game, and it's being told via comic books. They're giving a little bit of the lore inside of the game, but there's a limited comic book series that's going on, and I got #1 for that. So it's giving you context to why they are fighting inside of the game. I thought maybe it might be worth something one day, so I pick it up. They actually dropped issue #2. It's Doom. It's Earth 1 and 2 Doom fighting each other. I almost got it, but then I was like, nah, I don't need to get everything. I don't need to get everything. Yeah, I got a code for South of Midnight. We're gonna play that probably either tomorrow or Friday. So that's #1. Let me know if I'm valid. Let me know if I'm valid. Is there snow bunnies in the comic book? Probably. It's Marvel. Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Does it explain? I haven't read that one, so I don't know, but I would assume it probably does. Yo, shout out to Green with the sub. Shout out to Darth Nova with the gifted subs. Appreciate it.
Because I'm black. Even if you don't agree, what you gonna do about it, nigga?
All right, next one I got. Absolute Universe. This is the holographic edition of Absolute Green Lantern #1. For those of you not to know, DC rebooted the whole universe. They have like a new universe, the Absolute Universe. It started with Batman, and they dropped the Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman, all the stuff. And it's its own separate storyline. Think of it as like Earth 3 type of shit. And this is what's hot right now. So issue 1 just dropped last week. If you're interested in it, it's a black woman. It's shiny like that because I got I found the holographic one, so, and I'm collecting it, so there you go. But that's Green Lantern #1. I haven't gotten into the Absolute Universe. Is it fire? It is. It's a nice spin on the storyline. I've read the Flash one so far. They come sleeved or you protect them yourself. So the comic book store that I go to is really cool. Support local comic book stores. If you sign up for their account, by the way, I've never, shout out to Shadow Prince with the sub, appreciate it. I've never signed up for an account on any store in my goddamn life, but they sold me, they got me to sign up, because when you sign up with an account at my local store, it's free. They give you the sleeve for free, so you don't have to buy it. So you just give them your info, and you also stack points so then you can get free comic books eventually. So every time I buy a comic book, I don't have to buy a sleeve. They give me the protector, basically. I ended up buying a bunch of sleeves for no fucking reason. Shout out to Shadow Prince with the sub. Appreciate it. So next one I got. So this is a new limited run. It's called Daredevil Cold Day in Hell. The best way I can explain this one, this is #1, by the way. The best way I can explain this one is... What's the Batman story on the cover where he's like that? It's when he's older, like his last big mission. That's for Daredevil, basically. It's when Daredevil's older. It's like his last big mission, basically. His last hurrah type shit. It's been getting some. Yeah, The Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, this is like Daredevil's version of it. It just came out. When he's older.
For every donation he gets, I get the chance to glaze.
Yo.
Gaze into some.
Shout out to Defy Gaming with the super chat. He says, I play your music while I stream, and I just recently beat my old score on stream listening to it. Hey, shout out to you. Okay. Yeah, that when I saw that number go up, that kind of motivated me, because I be getting unmotivated because I be feeling like it don't be doing nothing. Like I thought I had a good idea, but then I didn't. Maybe it just needed time to grow. But I got more stuff to drop. So if people are using it, hey, I'll keep going. Never can go wrong with Daredevil. Some slight. All right, so we got another Absolute Universe. This is Absolute Martian Manhunter #1. This is a holographic because once again, I'm trying to collect this stuff. So this is the cover for Martian Manhunter Absolute. This one just came out last week as well. Extra shiny. Inside is the comic, but special cover because I figured it might be worth something. To be fair, a lot of content creators use the beats in their videos. Shout out to Kofi. I seen Kofi. Yeah, I seen Kofi, dude. Shout out to him. Let me know if it's valid. Let me know. I haven't read that one, but I watched some reviews that say this one's fire. I got to get to this one too. And then I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. Me in the comic book store is dangerous because for those unaware, it kind of reignited my flame when I started going back. I used to struggle to read. I was telling them, they didn't even know this about me. I used to struggle to read when I was a kid, but I've only ever had like maybe 5 good teachers. And the one good teacher that I had when I was a kid was in the 9th grade. I used to struggle when I was in the 9th grade, I had like a 4th, 5th grade reading level. I was in a remedial English class and she asked me, what was I interested in? Because she figured out I was just bored. And I said, I'm interested in gaming and comic books. She said, okay, bring your gaming magazines and your comic books in and you can read that. I just want you to read. What up, Floyd Jr.? So that's how I got super into the shit. This guy, fuck you, Nomad. But being in a comic book store, I go in to look for certain things and I find other things that I'm like, ooh, like this is an example right here. So this is another limited run right here. It's Ironheart #1, Bad Chemistry. She has a team up with some other characters. So I was like, okay, I want to check that out. You read out loud? No, I guess, yeah, because on stream I'll be reading out loud. I didn't plan on picking that one up, but it looked interesting. So I was like, fuck it. That's crazy because you speak very well. Well, I'm not stupid. I never thought I was stupid. I was just bored. They figured I was just bored. I've always had the gift of gab. No Emma Frost pickup. Nigga, I'm not reading no goddamn Gooner material. Ironheart is so underrated. So that's the first batch that I got for you. Let me know if I'm valid in the chat. I hope I put y'all onto some read material. Stupid. All right, let's get back to the news. Let's get back to the fucking news, man. Hold on, I'm playing on my fucking phone. Anyways, yeah. If you're just coming in and you're unaware, Nintendo has confirmed that their cartridges for the Nintendo Switch 2 will taste like non-GMO, pesticide-free, organic booty juice. Very valid. I gotta cop that Green Lantern from my dad. Fire. The cover's fire on that shit. The Switch 2 game cartridges taste horrible. Nintendo has confirmed, just like the Switch 1. This may sound like a silly thing to write about, but once again, the bad tasting Switch. I'm not gonna read this shit. I'm just gonna explain it to you because I already know. I've read this and I already know what it is. For those of you unaware, and I hope most of you are not because you're fucking adults in this chat. I know my demographic. It's 18 to 34. The Nintendo Switch cartridges taste bad. The reason being is because Nintendo is a family-friendly console. A lot of kids play it. So Nintendo wipes down their cartridges before they ship them with a certain chemical that tastes horrible to keep kids from choking on them because the cartridges are really small. This article confirms they're going to be doing the same thing for the Switch too. So if you're worried about your kid swallowing Nintendo Switch cartridges, probably not going to be an issue because they taste horrible. This also confirms that the Switch 2 cartridges are going to be really small. So that's what I mean when I say it tastes like booty juice. There was a whole thing when the Switch 1 came out. Y'all probably don't remember because it was a long time ago. Like I remember IGN doing a video and they were like licking this shit and they were like, wow, this shit is actually fucking disgusting, man. The Daredevil movie is the reason I love Daredevil. The Daredevil movie? The one with Ben Affleck from like the early 2000s and old girl who played Elektra, that shit was ass. Hey, I mean, whatever gets you into it, that shit was ass, bro. I guess. I thought this nigga was gonna, I had to read that twice. You mean Daredevil on Netflix? Like the new Daredevil? Whatever gets him into it, bro. He said he was going into electric. So if you're planning on picking up your kid a Switch 2, you don't have to worry about them swallowing Lego bricks, basically. Hit the sound effect. I gotta ask you, because I don't question whether or not you genuinely love the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. I do have to ask, when's the last time you've seen it? Because you were probably a kid when you seen it. Watch it now. I'm pretty sure you won't have the same opinion. I watched the movie as a kid and I thought it was pretty cool back then. Yeah, because when you're a kid, you like everything. A lot of y'all probably think Sonic 06 is a good game. I was an adult when that shit came out. It's always badass. Anyways, what else I got for you? The Daredevil director's cut movie was better than the theatrical one. I never seen that. You paid for that? Yeah, the Ben one. I was a teenager. That makes sense. That makes sense. Chronicles of Riddick's underrated. I watched it last week. It was a good laugh. I guess like you don't take it seriously. Nah, Sonic 06 is basura. Who gooned in the forest? You. Other Switch news. Switch 2 won't have achievements. Nintendo confirms. Nintendo fully revealed the Switch 2. Yeah, whatever, dude. When asked by Polygon if the new system will break from Nintendo tradition to introduce system-wide rewards for playing games.
When someone donates a sub to someone in the chat. Shout out to the new Section 8 subscriber.
Shout out to Dre Got Beats for gifting a sub to Inevitable. I appreciate you. Nintendo's Vice President of Player and Product Experience, Bill Trine, said, nope. While the system won't have console-wide achievements, 2 Nintendo Switch 2 edition games will have their own achievement lists, though they will be regulated to a mobile app.
To the idea of Shadow having a BBC. Only Sonic wields that.
Yo, shout out to the Terrius with the sub. Appreciate it. Personally, me, I really don't give a fuck about achievements, so I don't really care. Do y'all care? What's the temperature on this? Are y'all buying the Switch 2 for achievements? Are you buying any platform for achievements? I know they become a norm since the Xbox 360 days and then the introduction of trophies, but I don't really care about them. I used to be a little trophy hunter in high school, but these days I don't really care. Just play the game. Yeah, your gamer store still matters. Your e-penis. That shit really is your e-penis. I think it's weird though that they're allowing certain games to do it, but then you have to do it through a mobile app. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a prediction out there. Whatever the next Nintendo console is, whether it's the Switch 3 or they do something totally different, the next Nintendo platform 10 years from now will have achievements. Because they're already flirting with it. They said system-wide, no, but certain games will have it, but it'll be through a mobile app. Kind of like what they did with the voice chat. They said, yeah, we'll have voice chat, but then you're gonna have to download the mobile app. It's not going to be built into the fucking... They always do some goofy, inconvenient shit until they're ready to actually put it into the system. And then not only do I predict 10 years from now, when the new Nintendo console comes out, it'll have system-wide achievements. I also predict those achievements will run at 10 frames per second, just like the screen sharing. Like, what the fuck? Why is Mario lagging on this goddamn achievement? I stopped caring about achievements as soon as I found out you don't get no money from them. Real shit, you don't get no money from them. I appreciate it, Dust. I really wish that they would implement some system where you did that, like they mattered more. But for now, yo, shout out to Miles with the sub. Appreciate it.
Robin's ass into oblivion.
I barely got 2 platinums. I don't think I have a single platinum PlayStation trophy. I do not give a fuck, bro. Whatever trophies or achievements I got, it's because I was playing the game and I unlocked them. But like, I remember I used to pull up the achievement list. Like the one that comes to mind to me the most is in Assassin's Creed 2. I remember I got every achievement but one and I pulled up the list because I was mad about that shit. And the one achievement I had to get is you had to leg sweep 5 guards at once with like a staff or something in Assassin's Creed 2. That shit was hard, but I got it. Shout out to me. That was back in 2009. Big 2009. But I don't care no more. Looking back, I was like, why did I waste my time? The poll, yeah, whatever that shit was. I did that shit. In poverty news, I know some of y'all don't like to hear about politics, but politics affect our lives. We've talked about how it's affecting, first time in the chat, but love your content. Hey, welcome to the stream, Deterius. And the nice words. But politics affect our lives. We talked about how the tariffs could be affecting, they are affecting the Nintendo Switch because it recently got delayed. The pre-orders, at least, not the release. The release is still in June, but the pre-orders, and then the pre-orders got delayed in Canada as well. So America's fucking over Canada's Nintendo experience. We now have something else the tariffs could potentially be affecting in the gaming space, because that's how we're relating it. According to GameSpot, yo, shout out to Acer with the sub. Damn, Unc, I was 11 back in 09. I was 19. I'm old, y'all. Combo Breaker FGC event. For those unaware, Combo Breaker is probably the second biggest FGC event. Obviously, Evo's the biggest one, but the second biggest one, the one I always hear about, is Combo Breaker in the United States. We even had a little bit of drama surrounding that. Last year when I tried to throw a community-driven Tekken tournament, and a lot of people in Combo Breaker was that weekend, and a lot of people from Combo Breaker canceled their flights to try to participate in the online tournament because apparently the prize pool for Tekken in my online tournament for my community, at the time it was 3 racks, was bigger than the Combo Breaker prize pool. So what I learned, and then they got salty because I blocked it because it was only supposed to be for the community. It was a miscommunication, and they got mad because niggas signed up and shit. And I said, I don't give a fuck. You niggas is not gonna come in here and pro players and rob my Discord. No, thank you. So what I learned, and it's become a joke for those unaware, it's GI lore. What I learned that last year, is that niggas who attend Combo Breaker, just niggas in general in the FGC, you niggas is broke. Specifically Tekken niggas. Y'all broke. Y'all need a haircut. You stink. You're dusty. No bitches. And you wear Hawaiian t-shirts out in the fucking public. Niggas talking about tariffs and fucking Combo Breaker. Not even half, like 80% of the FGC already lives like they under a tariff. You niggas is broke. Anyways, Combo Breaker FGC event mortally injured by tariffs, says event director. The gaming world has been turned upside down in recent days thanks to US President Donald Trump's tariffs on dozens of countries around the world. Not during Combo. What up, homeless? Nintendo was forced to delay pre-orders of the upcoming Switch 2 console in both the US and Canada, while Razer removed its entire lineup of gaming laptops. I was unaware of that. Wow. From direct sales in the US. Yo, shout out to Space Poppy with the sub.
Not as loyal as Amy's dumbass.
Now we can add annual conventions to the list, as the event director of one prominent fighting game tournament has weighed in on how the event could be affected moving forward. Rick the Howdo Thilher, who acts as both general manager of Evo and the event director for Combo Breaker in Illinois, took to Blue Sky. Shout out to Blue Sky. Siggy swears it's dead, but I told you they passed 33 million. They probably at 35 now. Shout out to Blue Sky, man. Keep sticking that L to Elon. Took to Blue Sky to comment on the tariffs, saying that of all the ways Combo Breaker could bleed out over the years, we're mortally injured by tariffs, and it is an absurd surprise. In response to a reply on a post, he expanded on how these tariffs have wreaked havoc on the event. The event was discussed at length that our sustainability is rooted in an annual merchandise line. Oh, that's how it affects it. Merchandising comes in right now at 49 to 104% markups. There's no sales potentials in shirts with a $90 USD. So basically what they're saying is at this event, one of the main ways we make money is obviously we sell tickets for viewers to come watch or participate, but we also sell merch, keychains, shirts, whatever else, little trinkets and stuff like that. And because a lot of this stuff is being manufactured in other countries and then being brought to the United States, it's now being marked up 104%. So they're not going to be able to make their money back. Because keep in mind, in order to produce this event, they have to rent out a large venue, which means they have a large overhead, which means they need to sell a lot of merchandise to make their money back and then eventually make a profit. Because I guarantee you, the gamers, the people who are participating in the tournament, they're not paying the bills. Them niggas don't even pay their own bills. Them niggas is on Twitter complaining about Spirit flights to fucking Combo Breaker. You need to go to Target and learn a new Combo Breaker. I'm gonna break out a combo for you. You go to Target, Walmart, go to the deodorant aisle. Okay? Buy 1, 2, 3. 3 different deodorants. That's gonna help you out so these conventions don't fucking suck. They don't stink, I mean. They also need to buy a lot of Febreze. A lot of that too. They got to make it back. That fucking sucks, man. And you know what? You know what? That says to me this is going to affect other conventions. Because, I mean, that's literally half the reason you go to a convention, right? You go to the convention because of the art, the little trinkets that you can get, the t-shirts, whatever cool stuff you can get. A lot of this stuff is not manufactured in the United States, which means a lot of this stuff might potentially be harmed, which also in turns means people are going to what? Say it with me, chat. Lose your job. People lose their jobs, their revenue source. Say it with me, chat. The economy cannot be stimulated. If the economy cannot be stimulated on a grand scale, because hundreds of thousands of jobs are being cut from the federal government, as well as these mom and pop events and shops. Say it with me. A recession. Man, I just want to play 2K. I don't want to talk about this shit. Can you link this article? This is kind of a big deal because I predict this could potentially affect other events. Combo Breaker is not something to snuff at. This is a big event. Not the Tekken portion, you niggas is broke, but you know, Street Fighter's big there. This is a crazy time to be in. I dropped the link in the chat. Keep an eye on this. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. He's not saying it's over, but it's not looking too good right now. Wow, I love Combo Breaker too. Yeah, that should be streaming on Twitch. At this rate, Evo Vegas could be canceled also. Evo's bigger. It generates more eyeballs, but the problem is on the flip side, not only does it generate more eyeballs, but it also has a higher overhead. Like renting a large venue in Vegas is not cheap. So like it'd be harder to get their money back. I would keep an eye on Evo. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Sony fronts Evo. They do? Okay, I was unaware of that. But who's to say Sony is, because you know, once money starts tightening up, these corporations are gonna start cutting corners. Who's to say that Sony stops fronting for Evo? They stop subsidizing it because their books aren't looking the best, and they need to say, all right, where can we cut some money so that we can save because we're not generating as much sales as we used to? They're gonna look at the books and they're gonna say, okay, do we want to cut everybody's favorite industry plant, Horizon Zero Dawn? Or do we want to cut Combo Breaker? They're not cutting Horizon. They keep pushing that shit down our fucking throats when nobody asked for that shit. Fucking industry plant. You feel me, bro? You feel me? I'm just keeping it real. I have a friend doing some broadcasting edit for Evo. That's dope. That's dope. Also, traveling issues probably got worse. That's real. That's fucking real, man. I like Horizon. Somebody does. I like it too. It's okay, but the amount that Sony pushes it, like, it's not that good, man. It's not that fucking good. Other news. Warner Bros. Games seemingly gearing up to launch an unannounced IP in 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, after taking L's on Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights, the Nemesis system, Mortal Kombat 1, Multiverses, Warner Bros. Said, we're gonna get back in the ring. We ain't scared to lose, nigga. Now, in the last few years, they've released 6 games. 5 of those have been L's. The only W they've gotten is Hogwarts Legacy. So currently they have a 1-in-5 ratio. they have a 1-in-5 shooting average. The coach would have probably benched you if he was in the league, but Warner Bros. They said they want to spend some more. According to a LinkedIn profile, it seems Warner Bros. Games has been working on an unannounced IP slated to launch in 2025.
I'm thankful for the super chat. But this won't be enough to fund the purchase of the electric BBC I planned to troll Black Mask with.
Yo, shout out to Petro Man with the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. He said, YouTube dogs, get my likes up. Been with you for years. First time being able to catch you live. Love the vids. I was rooting for you at G4. I appreciate you with the kind words, as well as reminding everybody to get the fucking likes up. YouTube, get them up. Mortal Kombat 1 ain't take a L. Yes, it did. Mortal Kombat 1 was a failure. That is not my opinion. It was a fucking failure. Because it sold okay with the casuals, but the thing is, Mortal Kombat has always sold okay. The thing is, they didn't need it to sell okay. They needed it to sell great. And then on top of that, fighting games only live when the FGC adopts it. Like the first 3 months a fighting game comes out, casuals play it, right? But after that, what keeps the game alive is the hardcore. The hardcore are the ones that are buying the DLC packs, the new characters. If nobody likes the fucking game, nobody's buying the DLC. Mortal Kombat 1 was absolutely a fucking failure. That game was ass. It was a multiplayer online fighting game with no private lobbies. Goofy. Mortal Kombat 1 is still getting dick mods from the... Yeah, and then they was doing weird shit, doing big dick mods. I would bring it up, but I don't want to get a fucking TOS. I don't want to get a TOS. Hell nah. That game should have did way better than what it did, but it wasn't the product people... And then people didn't like the cameos. They didn't like some of the gameplay changes. Tekken 8 is heading towards the same route as Mortal Kombat 1. Yes and no. Tekken 8 is a success because year one was a success. Like, one thing you can't take away from it is people did like Tekken 8. The problem with Tekken 8 is in year two, they've dropped an update that a lot of people hate. So in the long run, it might be a failure, but like overall, like I think it didn't sell a few million, like 5-6 million copies or something like that. Like I wouldn't call it like a total, like Mortal Kombat 1 stumbled out the gate. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's not selling as well as 7 though. And yeah, it'll probably hurt it long term. Yeah. So I can see where you're coming, but I wouldn't put Tekken 8 in the same boat as Mortal Kombat 1. Nah. They ruined that shit with a patch. And that's the issue with live service games. Live service games, you're always one patch away from fucking failing. And to make it even worse is there's so many games. I'm overwhelmed with games. Right now, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I just hit level 40 the other day. Been grinding that off stream. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back when I max out. I'm playing Assassin's Creed, playing Split Fiction. I got South of Midnight. I got a code for that. We playing the first Berserker. It's too many games, bruh. It's too many games. Soul Calibur was mid. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Soul Calibur was not mid. Expedition is coming out. Expedition 33. I still never touched Immortals 33. Marvel Rivals Season 2. I didn't expect it to suck me back in, but I was like, I'll give it a try. It's too much competition for you to be dropping mid. That's the you could get away with that 5 years ago, not right now. And then another example. What's that drug game? You got an indie game like Schedule 1 showing out. People love Schedule 1. Me personally, I don't like it because I'm not interested in clocking out of work to clock into more work. But people out here like pushing that dope. Shout out to Corliss with the sub. There are games out here to play. And if your game doesn't stick its landing in the first run, bye. I'm playing Schedule 1 on the Steam Deck right now. My man pushing that dope. Spotted by Tim from Games Radar. Brandon Maria's LinkedIn profile shows him as the game design lead at Warner Bros. Games since 2023. Under the experience section of his profile, it states that he's been working as the manager of game design for a new unannounced IP game for Warner Bros. Games that's launching in 2025. So, I mean, that all but confirms it is coming. He accidentally leaked the game. What is it? Who knows? It's hard to tell which unannounced IP Warner Bros. Game might be working on, especially after they recently closed multiple studios. In February of this year, it was revealed that Monolith Studios, the developers behind the canceled Shadow. Oh! Damn! My bad. I forgot about that shit. So I said Multiverses, Mortal Kombat, the Nemesis System, Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights. I forgot Wonder Woman got canceled. So I take it back. They're not 1 for 5. They're 1 for 6. Because we wanted that Wonder Woman game. And a lot of their movies have been flopping too. They are hanging on by a thread, Warner Bros. We'll be interested to see. I mean, we're a third of the way through 2025 and we still haven't gotten anything announced. I predict if there is a game coming from Warner Bros. In 2025, it'll probably be announced like June. You gotta announce it by the summer. You can't just be dropping shit. Y'all games ain't. I'm sorry, y'all games are not good enough to just drop them out the blue. Shout out to Jamal the Balling with the sub. After dropping fucking 5-6 duds in a row, your games are not good enough to just do a Beyonce album style drop. We need to see some promo. We need to see some trailers, some articles. We need to see a game dev diary. Because guess what, Warner Bros? We don't trust you. We don't fucking trust you. Warner Bros. Is also Minecraft, right? I don't know who published that. Minecraft movie.
I hope this new follower is as loyal.
The Minecraft movie is a success from my understanding, not critically, but financially. Yeah, Warner Bros. Did distribute it. Okay. In collaboration with Universal Pictures. This is not a failure though. The reviews haven't been good, but the fans seem to like it. And from my understanding, it's one of the biggest movie launches in theaters. But like, it's kind of, I feel like this was going to succeed regardless. In the short term, Minecraft has a cult-like following. They're going to go see it regardless. Kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy movie. I watched the Five Nights at Freddy movie. That shit was ass. It wasn't good, but it still sold well. And it was a low-budget movie, so it was easy to make their overhead back. It was a success. So Hollywood's going to see this. Don't be surprised if it's a sequel. The kids are going to go see that shit. They're working on the second movie as we speak. See? I won't be watching it, but Y'all need to be careful though in the movie theater. If you're taking your kids to go watch Minecraft, y'all know what I say on this stream all the time. I hate to go there. Top 5 games with you know what kind of people. Dr. Disrespects of the universe. Minecraft, Roblox, Smash Bros, Pokemon. The 5th one's interchangeable. I usually throw Sonic in there, but you can put something else if you want. But those are the definitive 4. Minecraft, Roblox, Pokemon, Smash Bros. Minecraft is up there. So if you go to the movie theater, you take your kids, get your binoculars out, bring a knife or something. I don't know. No, don't bring no weapon. I'm joking. But just watch. It might be some creeps out there, man. It might be some creeps out there. Be ready to fight. Fortnite? I feel like I haven't heard enough negative about Fortnite. I can't speak on Fortnite. These Sonic motherfuckers are a whole different breed sometimes. Yeah, them niggas stink. I used to go to Smash Bros tournaments and them niggas stink really bad or really bad. Check the Neighborhood app. Reviews have dropped for The Last of Us Season 2. It debuts with a 93 overall Rotten Tomatoes. People are saying it is fire. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. It drops April 13th. I will be watching. Very interesting. Considering the second game was very divisive. It was it divided a community. It was definitely World War The Last of Us. Before we were bitching and complaining about all the remasters, we were bitching and complaining about the story. But people seem to like it. I'm curious to see, because it's already been greenlit for season 3. I'm curious to see where it stops. My gut tells me they're gonna, like, they put it in the trailers, but like they're probably gonna stop. You remember that point in the game where you switch to the other girl? That's probably where this season's gonna stop. Finished season 1 the other day and looking to see this week by week every Sunday. The Go Woke Go Broke people are going to be on suicide watch. They take an L after L this year. But these are critics, though. No, that's facts. That's facts. The fans might love it. Like I said, Mario movie is always a good example. I think more people not into the game watch the show. It does attract a lot of casuals. That's why they keep remastering this stuff. I'm curious to see, are they going to kill Joel this season or next? Are they going to drag it out? I hope they kill this nigga this season. Like, get it out the way, bro. That was a rough week on Twitter, man. Just comprehension levels just really low. I can't believe they killed fucking Joel, bro. I can. Like, I can, fucking selfish prick. I really love the story of the game. I'm excited to watch. My girl's excited to watch. Whoa, spoilers. Like, oh shit, we had a shot to save humanity and this nigga chose himself. I'm not surprised he got clapped. Get it out the way so we don't have to worry about it in season 3. I just didn't like how, yeah, then you have that. I just didn't like how they did it. That's not, guys. That's not how life works. I'd argue that was very realistic. So that's the other argument. People wanted Joe to go out in a blaze of glory. They wanted this nigga to get cornered by a fucking rebel faction. This nigga said, "You're not taking me alive." Fucking pulls a grenade, fucking throws that bitch in the air, jumps out a window with pull 2 Uzis out. But the grenade misses. Then the rebel faction starts unloading. This nigga gets Swiss cheesed in the air in slow motion. He's falling down to the ground in slow motion. They playing some sad ass music. That's how you wanted that nigga to go. No. In real life, if niggas say it's on site, it's an apocalypse. So you ain't getting no hero. That's one thing. I actually respected the way they did it. Cause that's real. If the world's in trouble and I need these resources to protect my faction, it's on site, nigga.
Your donation will be used responsibly.
Yo!
PD to look the other way.
It was a realistic death.
I locked away.
Shout out to that one gamer dad.
Boys in the Batcave.
With the $50 super chat. God damn. Finally caught your stream, but only because I'm sick. Love the content. I hope you feel better, gamer dad. And I appreciate the super chat. That's a W donor. I appreciate you. They caught you lacking. Nah, Brand, my man should have went down swinging. Y'all niggas is talking about Joel like he's fucking Batman. Do y'all not remember at the beginning of the game, Joel was a bitch. He was a bitch. The real nigga. What was the girl that died at the beginning? That was a good plot twist at the beginning of the game. Oh, girl, before you met Ellie. She was the leader. And then she got bit. Sarah, Tess, whatever, I don't know. Was it Tess? Yeah, she was the man. Joel was a little bitch. And then y'all got mad because at the end, you were reminded he was a little bitch, but it was in his character the entire time. Media literacy is at an all-time low. You say the world doesn't need a hero. I disagree. Fuck Joel. Cause hey, check it out. Real rap. This is how I'm gonna wrap the conversation up. I'm dying on this hill. I don't care how many people I piss off, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a video game. If the zombie apocalypse happens tomorrow, and this nigga Joel did what he did in the end of the first game in real life, every single one of you bitch ass niggas in the chat would hate Joel. But because he's a fictional character, it's okay. You would hate this man. What are we talking about, bruh? This nigga's a colonizer. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to fucking hear this shit. The game's been out, ain't spoiling nothing. You said you damn right. You damn right. Be for real about Joel's character. Anyways, he said he's an anti-vaxxer. I'm just joking. At the end of the day, don't take too seriously what I'm saying. It's just jokes. It's a video game. Shout out to Black Newton and with the sub. What you should take seriously, though, is Atlanta niggas. Atlanta niggas, come to the front. We know in the city of Atlanta, it breeds a special type of Negro. A Negro whose mind can be warped by the environment into doing insane things. And ladies and gentlemen, the Atlanta Negro known as Quavo is the first person in the city of Atlanta to be prepared to take on the Locust Horde. Ladies and gentlemen, he put a chainsaw on a gun. Now, I don't know what the Migos are preparing for, because you know celebrities, politicians, you know, high-ranking people in society, they tend to have insider info. Maybe he's unaware of something that we are not, or possibly this is just advanced niggatry. But there's a possibility Atlanta niggas know something we don't. Maybe they felt some rumbling in the ground. I don't know. The Locust Queen might be coming. I don't know. Quavo onto some other shit, man. He owes to some other shit. Look, what is the purpose of this? And why he put a baby chainsaw on this shit? This man, like, this nigga said, "Where's Dom? Where's the COG team?" The COG's about to be real. He's ready for a zombie apocalypse to legal to happen. I thought this shit was fucking funny. When I seen this on the timeline, I had to save it. I said, what the hell is going on in Atlanta? I know y'all got a high STD rate out there. I know y'all fighting chlamydia and fucking gonorrhea, but y'all fighting General Ram too? Man, give it up for Atlanta niggas, man. Anyway.